What up, YouTube? It's me from the Average Josh podcast. I'm just going to get right to the point. We finally got us a really nice free fight today, so we get to watch the Jermaine Ortiz versus Teofimo Lopez fight. And I got to be honest, if you're going to place a bet on this fight and you're looking at Jermaine Ortiz thinking that, oh, he has a decent jab, he's at a decent size as Teofimo Lopez. These are two guys who are naturally 140 pounders. They were both very big at 135. Then I probably wouldn't go make that bet just yet, because the way I see the fight going is that I got to be honest with you. I really like Jermaine Ortiz. Like I said, I think he has a good jab. I think he fought very well when he was pushing Vasily Lomachenko a lot. He pushed him, I wouldn't say to the limit, but he was giving Vasily Lomachenko a lot of issues. And I saw his fight with Antonio Moran, which was a good fight, which he won by unanimous decision. But I have to say, I don't really see him beating Teofimo Lopez. I don't really see this being a big, tough fight for Teofimo Lopez. I think that Jermaine Ortiz is a tough fighter, but I gotta be honest, if you're gonna put money on this fight today, my personal opinion, you should go ahead and just go with the favorite, Teofimo Lopez, because I believe that Teofimo Lopez is either gonna win by unanimous decision, but in my heart of hearts, when I'm thinking about it, I'm picturing the fight in my mind, I'm really thinking that Teofimo Lopez is probably gonna get Jermaine Ortiz out of there in probably about the 10th or 11th round. I'll give Jermaine Ortiz about the 10th round. That's what my heart is telling me, that he's gonna get Jermaine Ortiz out in about the 10th round. And I'm saying that because Jermaine Ortiz is a very tenacious, he's a very willing, and he's a very strong come forward inside fighter. He loves working his jab to get on the inside. Once he's on the inside, he throws a lot of body shots, throws a lot of hooks. He throws a lot of just power punches on the inside, versus someone like Teofimo Lopez, who is probably one of the best inside counter punchers around that weight class. He's on the same level of inside counter punches with the guy like Vasily Lomachenko, with a guy like Gervonta Davis, and he's very, very powerful. You saw when he was with fighting Josh Taylor, when he was throwing those inside counter punches. Those inside counter punches were rocking Josh Taylor's whole body, making him completely tentative. And I think that that's what's going to happen in this fight. I think near the beginning of the fight, they're going to be trying to establish, Jermaine Ortiz is going to be trying to establish the jab, but also Teofimo Lopez has a good jab, and he's a very intelligent fighter as well. I think as the fight goes on, he's gonna essentially get Jermaine Ortiz's timing down. Then at a certain point, I'm gonna see him start to catch Jermaine Ortiz with those counters. I'm gonna see Jermaine Ortiz trying to come forward just to try to use his will and his fighting spirit to try to overcome the counters, and it's gonna set him up for more counters. And I think it's gonna look very, very similar to the fight with Josh Taylor. But I think unlike Josh Taylor, Jermaine Ortiz is just a little bit smaller, and I do think that he's going to have a little bit less punch resistance, and I do think that Teofimo Lopez is adapting to 140 a little bit more, and he's going to come in even more powerful, even more ready, and with even more experience at that weight class, and I think that'll be enough to win him tonight and get him to stoppage by the 10th round. But whatever, if you disagree, whatever, if you agree, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Just go ahead and give me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. If you see this video, like and subscribe, whatever. But yeah, I just see Jermaine Ortiz walking into counters basically all night long until his body can't take it no more, and he ends up getting knocked out, or there's a stoppage. But that's how I see it. Let me know how you see it. Let me know if I'm wrong. The fight will be tonight. Thank God we have a nice free fight tonight. And that's all I gotta say about that. This has been Josh from the Average Josh podcast, the only podcast where it's really not a podcast because your boy ain't got time to podcast. And that's it. I'm out.